Seem to have crashed the stream. Might be back now. I think we might be back now. Guessing the stream crashed. Should be back in a second. Alright. Yeah, thank you for the heads up. This time it was bad enough OBS even gave me a little pop-up that I happened to see there. That's probably just my internet, honestly. Some days are worse than others, but every few hours maybe, or once or twice a day on a bad day. On good days, it just doesn't happen at all. And I'll go for a week without it happening, but sometimes it's once a day or so. It will just kind of hiccup the network for 10 seconds. It will basically just be the whole internet is gone. I'm not connected at all. Can't ping anything, can't load any pages, everything will just spin. And then within 5 or 10 seconds, it just comes right back. Everything starts working. I need to try to fix it, but it's right on that edge of irritating when it happens, but infrequent enough that it doesn't really get my attention when it's not happening. And then when it is happening, it fixes itself so fast that I never get a chance to actually troubleshoot and think of a plan and implement it. Sure, it's something going funky with the router. That's a good question. Is it a new link for YouTube? I do not know, actually. Let me see. Let me see here. I'll put this one. I don't know if that's the same or not. UV6BC. It is a different one. Yeah, so unfortunately that does it cut out bad enough that YouTube sees this now as a different stream. Twitch should still be the same since it's just the one profile page, but YouTube, it looks like it will need a new link. So that's the new one that I dropped in the chat there. Okay. So like I said, we're gonna post this, and then I'm gonna chase this down the rabbit hole just a little bit further. I do kind of want to get back to working on the helper, but I have also had my curiosity piqued now, so I'm interested in this as well. Let me close that. Let me open CircuitPython. And let's look in shared bindings. We don't need the one box. Maybe we can drop that. There we go. Was very fuzzy. Defaulted. Yeah, probably it probably tried to save itself by downgrading the connection type. In that 5 or 10 seconds where I basically was not on the internet, it probably tried to do everything it could to use less data to not crash, but didn't make it back up quick enough. What's weird is I'm listening to music that's streaming from YouTube, and that never got interrupted. So YouTube's local cache managed to hide the crash from my music, which is interesting. So we want shared bindings. I think this is usually where arguments are validated, I believe. Display IO. 4-wire. Let's close others. Open this. So is it going to be in H? I don't think. Probably, right? It's usually going to be in C, I think. Make new. Okay. Valid polarity. So can we check for none inside of here? We want to see if SPI is none. And if it is, we want to raise an exception. args. I guess we would want to probably do it before this even, because we don't know which line is actually crashing. If I had a way to hook up a deeper debugger, maybe I could debug the core itself. Or I could certainly add print statements essentially into here, like before this and after this. We could see if that is crashing or not. Allocate display bus or raise. Really, it seems like this should maybe raise if there's an exception. Arg parse all. Okay. Arg spy bus. So how can I check if this is none? Yeah. What did I change? Probably just put a new line somewhere. Yeah. Or a tab, it looks like. Let's undo that. New link won't load. That one might be on your end, I'm not sure. It is loading alright for me on YouTube. Huh. Got the old broken record effect there on YouTube. Yeah, I would say just give it a second try. Well, you probably can't hear this if it's not loading for you, but give it a second try, or maybe try Twitch. Alright, there we go. So how do we check things for none? I'm sure this is possible, right? None, maybe? None? Can you limit git grep? Can I like grep only shared bindings? Guess I could grep it again. Git grep limit directory. Oh. This might be exclude. Oh, but I don't want to. And I guess I could exclude everything, but that sounds like a pain. That seems like kind of a pain. Okay, I'm gonna use regular grep to help. Git grep none grep shared bindings. And -n for the line numbers so I can click them. CD shared bindings. Does it run in that directory? That's a good point, actually. Grep none. Yeah, maybe that does do it, actually. Oh, my -n doesn't work, though. I wonder why that is. Philly IO adapter? Here we go. This looks like it, right? So I guess the question is, does this crash or does this crash? Because if the first one succeeds, we could actually put this here. AG. What is that? Is that a different type of, or are those flags on grep? Those flags on grep? They are. Oh, no, they're not. After context. Well, that's capital, though. Basic regex. Maybe it's for regex. There's an A. There is text. G for regex. Capital G. It's the silver searcher. Oh, I gotcha. So we can do, if it does equal none, then raise a value error. Spy cannot be none. Whoops. And so actually we are setting this into spy. So we could check it as spy, I think, and not do this again. Yeah. Okay, I am on main. I should have updated before I started. This will probably take a minute. I haven't updated in a while. The silver searcher. Copy. Let's look at this while we wait here. Interesting. I'll have to look into this. Is it, install with apt? Yeah, silver searcher AG. Yeah. I'll have to give it a try. Okay, so we updated. I guess I'll go ahead and make a branch. Oh, we should go back maybe. Check out -b. None check for wire from main track. Okay, now we have a branch. Is there anything special to build for the Pico? I don't know if I've ever done a Raspberry Pi build before. Ports Raspberry Pi. Make, let's go LS devices. Devices? No. Boards? Boards. Make board. Raspberry Pi Pico. I wish we could make this tab complete somehow. I wonder if there's a way we could somehow give it the information it needs to know that tab completion here should look through this list. Did anybody say anything back on the issue? Whoa. If you are willing to share that, I don't do a whole lot of CircuitPython building, but I find myself always doing LS boards. So if that can work like that, I would definitely use that as well. No response. Okay. Oops. No module. Oh. This is something to do with having the wrong kind of click. This is because of... There was a... not in a shareable state. Yeah, no problem. There was a conflict between circup and building the core. I think it's resolved now, though, actually. It just says click. Typer. Yeah, this is the whole conflict. Is there an upgrade to Typer? Yeah. Okay, maybe that'll work. Seems like it's running longer than it did last time, so that's probably a good sign. We have a successful build. Quartz. Raspberry Pi. Oh, I have built Raspberry Pi once before, RP2040s. Why do we not have a firmware? Not showing all the files. Now it is. Okay. So we have a firmware, so let's go here. Are we currently crashed or are we currently good? We're currently good, so let's go reset to bootloader, which we have a reset button now, so it's actually easier. Hold boot select, press reset, release boot select. That should put us to bootloader. It did. So now we can take firmware that we built, go to RP here, paste. And we don't get any progress doing it this way, but don't really want to see this file. CircuitPy came back, so we made a bootable version, which is nice. Let's check in here. REPL is connected. Well, serial is connected. So now, though, can we go REPL import 4-wire crash? Yes, we did it. We made an error. Okay. So let's push this and make a PR. And then get back to what we started. So yeah, we probably don't want 2 empty lines. What else is there to do? Run precommit? Is there precommit? Precommit, run files. Please run make translate. Does precommit do that for me, or do I need to do that? I probably need to do that, right? Make translate. Precommit run all files. Okay. Whoa. Oh, I didn't save it. File system content, memory content. We want memory content. Save. We need to rerun this probably. Precommit. Okay. Yeah, is that it? I think that might be it. So we changed a translation, so that makes sense. Well, we added a translation, I guess, technically, right? We added a new thing that needs to be translated. That's why there's a change in this file. 4wire, this is the actual change we made. I guess we could get rid of 1 extra blank line if we wanted. Yeah, let's do it that way. Okay. Homie guy. Yes. Haven't pushed anything in a long time, so we have a ton of updates. Only this one is mine, though. Push. Tools build CP board. You see this? Basically, I have multiple clones of the repo in subdirectories, and I can build from the common parent directory by typing this without CDing anywhere, with completion for the boards and the clones. So I'm testing the PR for board stem I2C. I see, okay. So you have like a Python, an extra Python script that is actually calling make, ultimately. You give it the board. You can give it multiple boards, it looks like, actually. And you give it the repo. That's pretty neat. All right, this pushed. Five, 4, 4, 9. the device we tested on. Wrong project. Out. Okay. That link is good. All right. We'll keep an eye on the actions if it fails anything. I'll try to fix it up. But now we can actually get back to what we were working on, which was making the library. So let me fix this if I ever did. Okay, yeah, no, I did. I did self.spy. So this actually should be okay now. So let me import not code and see if it crashes. Well, and at this point it wouldn't crash because I have that build that we just made. Let me import not code and see if it raises the exception. Let's go reset import not code. Okay, everything succeeds now. So it made the bus. Presumably it would be showing, well, actually it'd be showing nothing because we took out all the code that actually updates the display, but it would be showing the backlight, I guess, probably. But it didn't crash. It didn't raise the exception. The device is still here. So I think we're good, actually, to go ahead and put this back to CodePy, put the screen back on. So I will need to use this. I need to unplug it. Okay, unplugged. Plug it back into here. Okay, plug this back in. And we'll stick our little beanbag of holding here. Okay. Now, device is back, but we don't have a CodePy, so nothing ran. So I think we can change not code back to code. Well, maybe not. Okay, yeah, no, it went eventually. There we go. So it does reboot twice, which I've noticed it seems to do that even when everything is working fine. Interesting, we don't have a CodePy here. I'm guessing if I do this, yeah, now we do. Somehow CodePy has been marked as a text file instead of a Python file, which is kind of a bummer, but it knows it's Python here, though. It has all the right syntax highlighting. Ooh, it reset it again. I don't know why it did that. And we do, in fact, have an initialized display. We got our Blinka. This is just showing terminal I/O. And so therefore it's showing the things that got printed. So this is now working, so we should be able to get rid of this, put all of this stuff back. And this. And yeah, that should be able to run. And everything except the label. So what happened to our label? Group. So it looks like we never appended text group to main group. I think I did that at one point. Yeah, it looks like we're making a text group. We're appending the text area to it. But never putting that in the main group. So I must have probably just copied this without something. What is this? Didn't test, but looks good. Fair enough. Does this actually show the camera, or is it hidden because of me? No, you can see it pretty good. Okay. Okay. So we just want to add main group.append, right? I think that's all we need. Yeah, just this was here and we didn't copy it over. Main group.append text group. There we are. So yeah, I don't know why it does reset multiple times, but it does that here regardless of this code. So my guess is maybe PyCharm is writing something else somehow. I don't know. I do have it set up where my iIdea folder is actually on my hard drive, as far as I understand it. So I don't think it should be saving that to the device itself, but for some reason it's doing multiple writes. It's causing it to reset twice. That's all right, though. So we have our basic simple test running. So this is actually going to be the simple test for the library, which is back here. We'll leave a comment loop forever so you can see display. See things on the display. I don't know, that's probably implied. Do we want anything else in simple test? I don't think so. I mean, eventually our simple test will encompass the buttons as well. So I guess maybe we shouldn't call this LCD, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I'm going to save this for now.